We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Rice Owls, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we're about ready to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Split-backs here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Hand off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's chat just a little about Rice. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Calls it in. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Finds a man on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
At the 14-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone. Let's talk for just a minute about Rice. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. fields quickly. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Hey, 3rd down and short. You know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, 4th down coming.
And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking to scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Shakes off the defender. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Got his man quickly. And he will score! Touchdown, Owls!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Gonna run it. It's Burns. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
The play action fake. Trying to beat the DT. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Now the play fake. Right down the middle. It's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Brown has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time he's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Owls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. FIU was able to cap off a close one inside Silva Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Owls. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Northwestern, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
All wideouts, no backs. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Heaves it deep. Complete to the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense changing the play. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Got his man. Touchdown, Wildcats. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass on second down. He's got him. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Running into the open space.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. You got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They want to run this quarterback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Touchdown, Northwestern! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
He finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Going right to work up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab on the big throw. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead.
6-9-1, Gators score! Let's go! Gorilla!
They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
to this guy on 2nd and goal. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Northwestern. And the comeback is on. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long. A step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Brown. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gets open down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Well, we've seen this a couple of times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, and they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. On the move to his left. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's McCoy. On target. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to take off. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. On target to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Carrion. Breaks into the open. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you add my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse.
It's a seam wide open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. This time on target.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Oh, they're after him. Out of the backfield, he's open. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here, touchdown Owls! They move on top here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man down the middle.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
After that last completion, it's second down. Back to pass. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. from the gun. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
No good. That keeps the score. Rice, 35. Northwestern.
Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.